Hey, we're back at some Half-Genie Hero. It's been a couple months, but I decided to play another game mode. That's sad, let's play. Alright, so I do have a guest actually joining, which is actually very fitting, because we did do a playthrough of a game we're going to be playing here. So, go ahead and introduce yourself, and I'll explain what I just mean in a moment.
Hey everybody, it's Matt from Matt's LP Adventures. So, how is everybody today?
Are we all doing this Thursday evening?
Huh?
So, I find it fitting that you're here for this, just simply because a couple years back, on our group channel called the RP League, we actually did do a playthrough of a Way Forward series called the Mighty Switch Force games. Mighty Switch Force 1 and 2 to be exact. And there is a mode in this game that plays very similar to it now, called Officer Mode. This mode basically is Mighty Switch Force, but with Shantae levels. That's pretty much what this is. Although I don't know why I'm not having my controller prompts appearing. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a dang PC thing. Hang on, I'll just reboot the game. Don't worry, black screen for just a second. The glorious days of the PC gaming.
Yeah, we
want give it a second.
Mighty Switch Force was that game that. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was waiting for my game feed to reappear in OBS.
That's okay. The Mighty Switch Force was the game where you had to alternate between like the blocks, right?
Yeah. In fact, if you see down there in the corner too, the gameplay is actually doing a demonstration, and you swap back and forth between two different sets of blocks that are actually in your perspective. One that's in the background, one's in the foreground. The ones in the foreground you can actually interact with. So it's a cool little puzzle thing, and it plays out just in the same way from Mighty Switch Force here. So in the demo, it even shows, like, if you're in front of one of the blocks before it's pushed out into the foreground, you will die from it. Just like how you do in Mighty Switch Force.
Okay.
So it's pretty much one-to-one to Switch Force.
Okay.
So I am going to make sure one thing before we start. I just want to make sure we're getting good working audio here.
Good working audio.
Okay, I just want to listen back to the stream real fast. My phone, we're all good to go. I was testing things earlier, and oh man, trying to set up things for a PC stream. It's been a bit since I've done it off the same computer I streamed from. It's been some weird issues. In fact, look at the button commands down there. That can kind of tell you. Backspace for back, but A for select? Excuse me?
What?
So there's one of my issues. I've been having some weird controller issues as of late. I don't get it. I'm just going to play before my controller literally explodes in my hands. That'll be the next step.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Hey, well, welcome, Amber. There's another one who actually joined in from the Switch Force commentary. Alert,
like,
alert.
Are you surprised? I'm always here.
There's an urgent message from the Galactic Penal Squad?
Penal Squad?
Huh? What's with the name?
What's with her outfit?
She's
dressed like Patty from the Mighty Switch Force series. Coming off to Shantae. Shantae, I'm like sassy.
Oh, okay. No wonder he was like, oh yeah, you guys joined me in that.
Yeah, because we did that a couple years ago back on the League. We did both of the games on Wii U, actually, at the time. Now well, at least the first game is on PC now. So the Space Hooligans have escaped custody. Oh, not again. If I can have it in Sequel Land this time. Need you to locate and apprehend every single one of them. Hereby authorized to jump and shoot pellets. Oh, thank God. I'm on the case. Gosh. This is perfect. My new space officer outfit. This is space? Could fool me. Be able to bring in more evildoers. I mean, I guess the jetpack at the back here can maybe be more space themed, but it doesn't do anything. Or at least I don't think it will in this one. It did for Switch Force.
Where's her space helmet? Then I'll believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking a little bit better now.
Oh, hey, they're playing the main theme from Switch Force. That's cool.
Oh, really?
So they actually did put in this one. It's a remix. How those space hooligans clamped in irons before you can say weird crossover. But first, I better debrief myself. Get my protocol handbook right here. Let's see what it has to say. What's with that pose? I like it. There's a way to skip past all this. It's called the start button. I'm not going to. It reads, rule number 1, know your battle frame. Battle frame is another name for your cybernet bod. Okay. I almost forgot that Patty sent like robots, and that makes sense. It's not a toy, your cyber body is very powerful. However, your body does not
My-
have limitations.
My cyber body is ready.
Yeah, exactly. Your body cannot
do
duck,
is yell.
crawl, or dance. Aw, I would like to see a dance in this. That'd be weird. It's nature. Get used to it.
Okay,
I guess
for
that
a
means
second
only
there, I
running
thought
and
you
jumping
said-
for me.
For a second there, I thought you said duck dance. I was like,
Yeah,
there's a duck dance.
I mean,
and
you
a
can
chicken
duck dance too. It's just called pressing up and down repeatedly. Alright, so rule number 2 is know your pellet shooter. Fire pellets by press. That's not the right button. Why is my button overlay not working again? just pretend.
Oh,
I'll have to
no.
figure that out. Like any
10
firearm,
out
you
of
can
10.
power it by collecting brightly colored gems. Don't get hit or risk dropping gems. Sounds cool. Next is knowing your siren helmet. Because that makes sense in the world. Just put the siren on your head. Siren helmet's the ultimate in peacekeeping equipment. Pressing, I don't know what return is on a PS4 controller. Reverse the position of every switch block in the vicinity. It's the ability to navigate your environment and solve puzzles. Finally, it's rule number 4, no one gets left behind. That said, it's okay to leave everyone behind. Okay,
Sorry,
well that's good to know. Primary mission is to clear the stage. It's basically Switch Force. So once you secure an area, you can go back to apprehend any space hooligans you miss, because there is a level select. So it's just
No.
another way to say, here's how you can 100% it.
It's not Switch Force unless you kick the babies.
Yeah.
You gotta kick the babies.
You know, just for the ironity's sake, if I was having issues, I wouldn't have done it, but for the ironity's sake, I should have just played the Switch version for Switch Force, and I'm gonna have a stupid pun.
Switch versus.
Okay,
Switch
so that's B. And it's also Trigger, okay.
You would also make his day doing that, Lester.
I mean, if I have any other issues, I would definitely swap over to that version. It only took a few minutes. Because luckily, everything's unlocked from the beginning in Shantae Ultimate Edition. So I don't need to worry about playing through to get these kind of modes. They're just there. Same for if you bought the DLC.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I also had this DLC on PC, but I'm playing through this version in particular, the Ultimate, just because everything's here.
Yeah. And considering that, like, there's like one of their like exclusive stuff that's on this
Yeah, like the
version.
backer exclusive costumes. I like how the hooligan girls are just risky boots.
Risky boots.
And then
the
it's a
freaking-
space hooligan that's a normal girl. Excuse me, that what happened to Risky?
What is this mode?
Oh, did you hear, Lester? Apparently, I got an email from the Bloodstained backers from Bloodstained Ritual Night. Way Forward has officially come out and decided to in helping out, trying to finish the game up.
That's interesting, because I don't really think they've
Yeah.
done a game of that kind of scope before. I mean, they've done their own kind of Metroidvanias, but nothing to the scope of what Bloodstained's going to be.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna help. Well, Inti Creates is one making the game,
Yeah.
and
Which they
along-
also made the little $10 download one.
yeah. So, but
Okay, that
Isn't it-
I can actually picture Roddy doing normally.
I'm sorry, Inti Creates. I don't think. I'm sorry. I'll have to. Let me go and look this up. I just know Way Forward is helping out now.
It's so weird to see Skyrider hat. That's so weird. It's like, oh man, she actually has hair up there. I'm all used to seeing the peak of the
Oh, wait.
hair.
I'm so used to her being. I never understood. It's like Double D from Ed, Edd and Eddy. You don't know what's under his hat.
Yeah, really. Or it could be like that one episode of SpongeBob where he had the little tarp on for a Halloween costume, and just so happens he has no skull anymore. All you see is brain.
Creepy.
It was a creepy episode.
Amber's still trying to get her shiny bony comb.
Man, it's been so long since I played Switch Force. I think the last time I played it was for that League recording. That was like, what, 2015? So it's been a couple years.
Yeah.
Although I still remember the basic mechanics, like lure these guys over here to the block in the background, and boop, dead. I love that effect. I always did.
Yeah, I did too.
I wish that they would put Mighty Switch Force 2 on PC like they did with the first game. Because they HD'd that for the Wii U, and then they ported it to PC. But Switch Force 2, besides 3DS, is still only on Wii U. Which that's kind of odd at this point. Oh, that's one of the girls. I can't remember. It's her Twitch or Vinegar. I don't remember their... I remember their names, but I don't remember who's who. I think that was Twitch.
I'm sorry. Inti Creates was the one that made Curse of the Moon,
Yeah.
the $10 game. The company that's making the actual game is hold on a second, freaking Wikipedia.
Okay, it's been a bit, but I feel like this block changing mechanic is faster than the one actual Switch Force. Like, I feel like this is almost instantaneous, while the other one had a little more of a delay. It might just be my imagination, because again, it's been at least 3 years since I played Switch Force 1.
Yeah. Okay, it's developed by Artplay
There's a gap
and
there.
Dico. Or Dico.
I don't think I've actually heard of either one of those developers.
Yeah. And WayForward. WayForward is helping out.
Yeah.
That's
Again, I'm
weird,
kind of
but-
surprised because they don't really do things of that scale, but they have done Metroidvanias, so it's nothing new to them.
I mean, I'm not surprised they're helping out because, I mean, Capcom asked them to make DuckTales remastered, so.
That's true, so it's not the first time they've done something like this. Holy crap, that's a big bullet. How big is my bullet's going to be at level 4? That's what I'm wondering. So just like all the other modes in the game, it's pretty much based on a level system for money, so just don't take damage and you'll always have big bullets.
Yeah.
That's always the thing I like and hate at the same time about the system, because it gives money a use without buying stuff. But at the same time, if you get comboed by something, a boss fight becomes infinitely harder. For all the wrong reasons. Because that's what happens in Friends at the end, which is why I think that's the worst piece of DLC in this, unfortunately. Like, it's fun, but the difficulty balancing at the end, it kind of goes out the window. That's why I have to take a hit here. Like, there's no way around that guy.
Yeah.
If I had my spread shot, maybe I could have done it, but I don't have the spread shot. Maybe I'll get these big bullets with a spread shot level 4. We'll see. Oh, nice placement.
Oh gosh. Have you played every other mode besides one?
Besides Pajamas mode, this is the other one I need to play, and that's it. I played all the others at this point. So it's just this and Pajamas, 2 modes. Which, I actually think I might do that next week, because the Game Awards are actually next Thursday. And I don't want to be streaming past that, because I actually want to see the award show, so I'll probably just do Pajamas mode, since I know it's going to be like 2 hours. Okay, I was right. It's the spread shot, but with the big bullets.
What is Pajamas mode anyway?
You pretty much play around the game in your pajamas.
What
Because
does
you
that
know how
do?
you start the game with pajamas on? You
Yeah.
just play the whole game like that. You do have different abilities, just like all the other costume modes, but like I said, you pretty much just play in your pajamas, so it's like you throw pills at people. It's really interesting from what I've seen. Alright, so let's see how the bosses play out with this. Come in, HQ. I arrived at a suspicious-looking area, called the Dock.
A dock.
Yeah.
How suspicious.
This is very suspicious.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
I'm tracking a bogey. Ew, gross. Bogey, not boogie. Coming in fast at sea level. Oh, I know what this one is. Poop toot.
Poop toot.
Stop that tinker slug!
Pull it over. I gotta write you a ticket. You don't have any blinkers on. Oh, great. Seems to be the problem, officer. Name and identification, please.
Queen of the seven
Me?
seas.
Don't you know who I am? Age? Wait.
Like,
Eye
I
color?
don't know.
Not telling. Not telling. Indeterminate. Do you have a permit for this giant slug contraption? It's gonna need to see both a vehicle registration and a pet license.
And a pet license.
A moment. I have the paperwork tucked right in. Oh my gosh, why is that over there?
What?
Where? I don't see anything. All I see is you trying to murder me.
Tinker slug.
License payment overdue. That's a good subtitle. Oh, this is interesting. They took away the ladder for blocks.
Oh wow.
That's it. That's very interesting. Alright, I lost my spread shot, but I still got my big bullet. That's fine. Dear God, I can feel I can do a 2-cycle on this guy because of how strong my bullets are. Really? I'm like 1 away from the spread shot. Alright, fine.
shoot.
Nope, not yet.
Are you going for a shiny puppy puppy?
No, I'm trying to train.
I didn't know you can hit the wrong way. That's a new one.
That slug looks like it's in misery.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I got a freaking ship on my back.
And she doesn't have a pet license. I'm voting illegally.
A pet license.
That is so weird.
I guess we'll have to get Molly a pet license.
Yeah. If you ever
Do we
want to
need
ride her
a
as a
pet
ship, then you definitely need it. Now then, I'm pretty apparent that you're no space hooligan. Yeah, what gave it away? Was it the pirate outfit or the fact that she didn't come in from space? So this time I'll let you off with a warning. Next time, cooperate right away and save us all a big hassle. Can you do that? Thank you, officer. It won't happen again. Now excuse me while I try to figure out how to take over the world. She's such a good police officer, the town's still on fire. Will that place ever get their fires out? It's been on fire for years.
Freaking Shovel Town.
Prepare to evacuate. Yeah, it's on fire. The town is on fire. Get them out.
That whole building's on fire. That tornado is carrying a car.
Oh, good. More girls. Better hop to it.
Better hop to it.
Ready.
Oh, I forgot how good the Switch Force soundtrack was. This is a good song. So catchy. I just want to go back and actually play the Switch Force games. I haven't played them since the recordings from years ago, so it should be actually completely forgotten in my head about all the solutions. Which is good, because that's the best thing about replaying a puzzle game. You'll wait until you forget it. That way, it feels like a fresh experience again when you play it the second time.
Yeah. Agree with that.
I just love that they left the second road music in, even though it's not Sultan Road anymore.
Yeah, I did too. But yeah, I found that out about Way Forward today. I was like, oh, I better tell Lester about this.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I was already pretty interested from how Bloodstained was looking as a Metroidvania, but hearing Way Forward's on board as well is going to really help in terms of the quality, because they're known for quality games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Guess I can't swim. Didn't know that one. They said I can't, like, duck and such. I didn't say anything about trying to swim.
But it's a robot body.
I mean, that makes sense in that regard, but technically Shantae is not a robot. She's, well, half human.
Yeah, geez.
Although, the previous game, she was all human. I'm glad all these different modes are in. I'm still personally preferring Pirate's Curse, but that's because I like the more Metroidvania gameplay of the series compared to this.
Yeah.
Like, the linear stuff does work, especially with, you know, different modes like this one, for example, beach mode and such, but Shantae really works as a Metroidvania more than just a linear platformer.
Yeah.
That's the only issue I've had with Half-Genie Hero. Now it's complete. I can actually still say that. Like, this still is a great package. In fact, get the Ultimate Edition because you get everything. It was even on sale this past Black Friday season for like $20, which is the price of the base game. So you're better off just getting the complete package.
I mean, why wouldn't you at that point?
Yeah. I mean, you do get some extra content because they did do some free updates with the original. Like Pajama Mode, I believe, is a free update for the original. Same for the hardcore mode, but you miss out on all the other ones.
I'm sorry you're gonna have to be there for about a couple hours.
Oh, okay, that's the other girl. Okay, so Twitch and Vinegar are both the hooligan girls. That's
Oh, we got
interesting.
like stream, right?
I gotta go around. This way, I think.
Charizard looks interesting. Oh, shit. Woo, 8 more days. 1 week away from Ultimate. All aboard Hype Train. Since I don't have to worry about the game, Since I don't have to worry about the game, any Let's Go Pikachu. It's a must-buy for me. Welcome to the stream, Super Spyro.
Hey, how you doing? I'll catch up on chat now because I was trying to focus on the platform earlier.
It's okay. It's okay. That's why you got me here.
So I'm guessing you're saying you want to pick up Let's Go Pikachu Spyro. I mean, that's the case. I could recommend it. It's a fun little distraction. It's a good game.
It's definitely a very good sit-down game. I'll tell you that much for sure.
Yeah, it's my perfect podcast game because I'll play it while like listening to something else or talking to friends.
Because I'll tell you one thing, I never realized how comfortable it is to just play with one hand controller.
Yeah.
I never would have imagined my life being saying those words. Really, got killed.
Yeah, I was expecting that to happen at one point, but it was like my foot that was caught in the block, so that will happen more often than not. I remember that being an issue with the Switch 4 series. You think you're safe, and then you just happen to die anyways.
I died anyways.
I mean, I don't mind, because I actually hear more of the song. I don't think I've heard the full version of this song before, too. Because the thing is, with some levels in Switch Force, you can beat them in less than a minute, which means you miss out on a lot of the song.
That stinks.
Wow, that was stupid. I did the exact opposite of what I was supposed to do there. Just want to get those platforms to get one last girl.
Come on, oh, stop it. Why was it green for you for Great Balls?
I think it's because I caught a lot, maybe? Or that I was at a high level, one of the two.
Okay.
There, that's what I was supposed to do.
He figured it out.
Okay, well, there's a problem with this one, though, because she's in the floor.
What the frick?
Excuse me, but the Sky, it looks like you have an issue. I'm gonna take a screenshot for myself of that. Yeah, there we go.
What the heck? Oh my gosh. I guess she's really flooring it.
I thought for a second that was a baby. I'm like, oh, what? They put babies in here too from Switch Force 2? That's cool. And then I realized, oh wait, no, that's Sky. And her stomach is inside the floor. That's not natural.
She just gave up.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's tired of these mods.
This game's not even modded. That's the worst part.
She thinks it is, apparently.
Then didn't look at leaks for Ultimate because it spoils on the horizon. Yeah, I'm going to recommend everyone, if you want to stay spoiler-free for Smash, try to stay away from the recommended videos on YouTube and any news channels for that reason. And mute specific words on Twitter. Like, Smash is the best word to mute, obviously. There's a lot of stuff you have to do to avoid that crap. I'm having to do that for months. I'll be glad when it's out and after I played it for a couple weeks just for that reason.
I got so mad the other day. One of the freaking extra bosses in the game got spoiled to me.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. This is why I have to mute a lot of things and pretty much stay off recommendeds on YouTube now. Because I do not want to know what that is, but every YouTuber is like, hey, let me show this now, because quick views before it's out. So dumb.
Again, what are they gonna do when they've beaten the game and everybody's just now getting it, and then everybody's like focused on it and they don't have anything to show anymore? Right?
Yeah,
pretty much.
I need money now. I need my money now.
What are they gonna do? Go back to show Mario Party or something?
Probably, actually. What? Okay, what was with Bolo?
Hi, Iceberg. How are you?
I want to see him again. Bolo, can you come back? That was hilarious. He was hanging on his foot. Fish ate his head. Okay, that's a new Easter egg. That's new to me. Also, hey, Iceberg, how you doing? I completely agree with your method of avoiding spoilers. You pretty much have to stay away from that stuff, which is annoying. Yeah. I want Bolo to come back now. He won't come back. That was hilarious. I don't think that was there in any of the other modes. That's a new one.
Lester's finding things that makes him laugh tonight.
I mean, hey, would you laugh too if you seen Bolo get eaten in the head from a fish? Because that's amazing. I don't like what that crab is.
Ooh, I don't like
There we
crabs.
go.
So now he hates that and pinball?
Okay, this song is actually reminding me of like one of the songs from Diddy Kong Racing, funny enough. Like the space level.
Oh, really?
Or one of the space levels, so I just realized there's a whole world in Diddy Kong Racing.
I'm doing okay, Iceberg. How are you doing?
I can agree. Doing good myself.
Well, I hope you're doing alright, Lester. You're playing one of your favorite games.
Well, it's probably one of my favorites in the series. Still prefer Pirate's Curse, but this is still a fun game. Okay, good. Sky wasn't through the floor this time. That's a good start.
Yummy.
This one I'm playing so far, I can probably say that this is probably the best out of the 3 modes to get in Costume Pack. Because this is a really cool idea. I kind of figured I'd feel this way anyways, because Switch Force in my Shantae, that's a weird crossover that I'm in favor of.
So you're not against this, what you're saying.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Rest in peace, Diddy Kong Racing 2.
I mean, rare in general at that point, yeah.
Yeah. Unless you count the remake on DS, I guess.
Was there going to be a second one?
From what I gather.
I don't really think there was supposed to be, just because the first one did sell well enough, but after Rare Nintendo split, that pretty much killed any plans of that, and that was pretty early on. Okay, I don't know what the point of those blocks are, it just kind of seems unnecessary. Besides killing an enemy, I can't see use for those.
Rest in pepperoni, Diddy Kong Racing 2. Press F for the fallen comrades.
The one time I didn't want a controller issue. Oh, there's Bolo! Look at him squirm!
I'm stuck!
Like, get me out of this! I am not a chew toy. That is so good. I swear, that was not in the game before. Unless I never noticed it until now, that's an amazing Easter egg. Now I'm glad I had a controller issue.
Just going after Pineville?
I'm trying to get a catch combo because I guess you want to train points. I'm trying to train up my polywall.
Oh, I can't go that way this time. Okay. Yeah, fish are friends, not food. But Bolo's food.
Fish are friends, not food. What was that from?
Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
That's right. Of the sharks, that's right. Bruce. Yeah. Fish are friends, not food.
I swear to God, if you catch 31 ponytail and then run,
Oh no.
I'll trade it to you.
I'm joking.
If that happens.
After I spent a day and a half trying to find this stupid thing.
Ponytail.
Now I can't go left now because I blocked it off. Where's this final girl?
I hope you catch it. I didn't know.
Try again.
Yeah.
Nice landing. Right in the drink.
Iceberg.
I can actually go all the way down and see if I can find something in the previous room. Did I not go through that? Oh no, here she is. Okay, now I'm gonna go kill myself. Because that would spawn me back to the top.
Oscar, no!
Don't! You're too
I
young
can swim.
to die.
Not.
My Polyworld trained under Mickey Goldmill in the Trainer Rocky series. Oh gosh, I need to go watch Rocky. Yeah, I haven't watched that in years.
Yeah. When was the last time I've seen that? Oh, there's still girls here in the slide? Oh, boy. How that's gonna work? I wanna know. They just float in midair?
Yeah, they're like, you're gonna miss me.
Yep,
And
they
guess
pretty much
what?
do. They just randomly put platforms there and they
Start
float.
all over again.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what you do. Just jump in the pit. Oh, I want to keep the spread shot for the boss. This will break the mermaid in certain areas, but I need to keep it. As I say when I'm getting hit.
I'll jump right into the drink.
Yeah,
That's
as soon
what I
as you
had to
said
do
that,
for
my
the
controller didn't recognize the button press and I fell.
Oh my gosh. That's what I had to do for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze whenever I was doing collectibles. And the minecart levels.
That's pretty much what you have to do. That's why I don't like any of those levels for 100%. They suck.
Oh, yeah.
Surprised there's no health here yet, though. That's kind of odd. Oh no, I missed her! Ah! Where's the pit? That's not a pit, that's a barrel in my butt.
That's a barrel. Do a barrel roll.
I won't have any HP, actually, if I kill myself again. That's a problem. Alright, let's just fall. Oh, wow. Actually, no. That might legitimately kill me. No, I have half health still. Okay, I thought that was going to take away the half health I had. Surprised it did not.
No.
Now, where's my hearts? I need a heart. I do like how they changed it to blue hearts, though, for this mode. Because all the other ones have been red. So they reflect on Patty's costume.
Last Christmas.
Up. Well, death by bat. I could have swore I shot it, too. Like, my bullet went through it. And it just stared at me. I didn't care. Alright, well, luckily I have full health now, and that's actually better. So I don't mind dying. I have to go through this whole section again anyway, so I don't care to get the girls. Because I have to do it regardless.
Regardless of what anybody says.
Gotta pick up chicks. In the weirdest way possible, down the slide.
God, pick up chicks. Lester, really.
It's technically what you're doing. You're picking them up. Putting them in jail.
This is what he said in the playthrough, too.
Yeah.
Or let's play, I mean.
I think after this, I'm going to see if I can find the remix version of these songs from Switch Force and Half-Genie Hero and just download the OST. Because this is not the original OST that I own. Alright, where's that final hooligan?
Where's that hooligan?
There she is. Alright, got her. All I gotta do is finish this. And then boss time. With the spread shot, it should be broken. So I hopefully should just do a no damage run so I can kill this boss immediately.
Isn't the boss of this level the giant mermaid?
Yeah. I wonder how that's gonna work in the story for this, though. You're under arrest for kidnapping mermaids. That would actually make sense.
You're under arrest for stealing your own kind! Wouldn't that be kidnapping? Same thing!
Is she gonna need a pet license, too?
Well, how big this mermaid
the
is,
fish.
probably. Pretty be good,
For
sir.
the fish?
Eh. On assignment. If you can spare me a moment, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Anything for an officer of the law. Space hooligans on a loose. I'm looking for clues about their whereabouts. Bear witness any suspicious activity lately? Indeed I have. You see, I'm suspicious. So, actually, he's confessing to his crime. Perfect. Just put it in writing. We're on a counterfeit mermaid operation. Uh-huh. Perhaps you noticed my work on your way here. Yep, I noticed Bolo's head was being eaten. Anyways, I was doing some dumping earlier, disposing of my excess factory refuse into the sea.
I thought he was gonna say something else.
I was doing some dumping. because I really need to go to the bathroom. Too much information, sir.
Yeah.
And this bratty genie girl walked up and smacked the G Willikers out of me and my giant mermaid abductee.
Who says G word? I can't even say it anymore.
Uh-huh. Did you report this to anyone? Heavens no. The only witness was myself and the captive. After the incident, I went right back to dumping garbage in the water. Well, I'm very sorry you had to go through that. Spoilers, I'm that genie girl.
Ugh.
Yeah, thank you, officer. Bat the counterfeiting. Those mackerels won't turn into fraudulent merms by themselves. Huh? You say mackerel? Is there a problem? Mackerels are out-of-season fish. Oh, that's the problem? You don't care he's counterfeiting or kidnapping? It's just the fact that he's selling something that's outdated?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She's not even gonna bother?
It's like, oh no, the jig is up. It's now expiration by 1 day.
A day, like an hour, according to her.
Yeah. You gotta love Shantae, but she is not bright.
Oh, that is a giant mermaid.
The obstructor of justice. This thing's been kidnapped.
That is a giant mermaid.
I didn't even see this platform here for a second. Oh, the dang homing shots still happen.
Iceberg, really? So Arrow is not quite the Little Mermaid anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, for everyone who hasn't played this game, yeah, she really grew up.
Man, I thought the original story she just became human. Disney took a dark turn with this story.
They usually do. I mean, that's all Kingdom Hearts is. Literally just dark. Because I like that word.
No, it's darkness, didn't you know? Oh right, you only played the first game. You didn't even got into
So I only got
it
some
yet.
of darkness. There's much more darkness than I even know. Hopefully you give me gems so I can get my spread shot back, because that would break you immediately.
Oh, now she attacks you.
Well, we freed her from captivity, so natural response is to murder me. Oh, cool! You actually hit blocks, so I can just do this.
You cheater.
Yeah, that's actually way better than holding onto the handlebars. Wow. That was stupidly easy. Holy crap, I think she's the easiest in Officer mode. All other modes, in order to attack her, you have to climb up this vertical platform and then hang on a little monkey bar and just attack her that way. But this time, because of the Switch Force mechanic and the fact that you have a really powerful gun, that boss is a joke. Keeping a fish that's out of season, even a license, is against the law. But counterfeiting's A-okay. Is that the one time we get to use our hair whip? Like the one time? The rest of it's illegal? So we saved everyone here, except Bolo. He's still being eaten by that fish. Who cares? He's an idiot. That's his
I
whole
was gonna
gimmick.
say, do you really need him? Is it really that long?
I think that's pretty much the biggest question for the whole series. Do you really need him? No.
Then don't feel bad about it.
Headquarters, this is the Officer Shantae. I think I'm lost. I'm in the desert. I went from the beach to the desert. The wrong
Yeah, I
kind of
was gonna say,
sand.
how'd you do that?
I want criminal records, historical documents, anything that links this place to crime. We got limited information on Tasseltown. A magnetic storm wiped our databases. How convenient. There's one file still intact. It's centuries old. I already know what this is gonna do. Try double clicking. Have you turned it off and back on again? Don't delete Toy Story 2.
Oh god, Lester, no!
That's a legit issue that I almost had. That movie was almost deleted if no one knows. There's a whole story with that one. It's actually a pretty interesting watch or read, depending if you're reading the book. Right click and select the options Shantae, have an issue. I'm on a Mac. There is no right click.
No!
Oh, I'm sorry, you chose wrong. That is not what you need for right click. There's literally tens of thousands of criminal violations committed by a single individual. That person's name is classified, probably to protect their identity. With all this time, unclassify it, because that's how it works in the legal system.
But Lester, that's their actual name.
Yeah. Alright, criminal's name is Holly, law-breaking space hooligan, Lingenberg. I'd love to see that fit on a name tag. So, yep, we remember Holly. The plot point of the whole game is, remember Holly, here she is. Forget about her, she disappears.
Someone remembered me?
Can we stop remembering this chick?
I'm a little confused.
Yeah, if you don't play Half-Genie Hero, this plot point always doesn't make sense. Question.
Which one of those?
Where were you in the night of the last several centuries? Dead.
At home.
Studying. Really? No further questions. I have important business to attend to. Like more studying. At home. By myself. Something suspicious about her statement. Going to follow her.
You don't say. Best cop ever.
Yeah, again, you gotta love Shantae, but she is not bright.
There's something suspicious about studying.
At home. For centuries.
Yeah. I knew it.
Who needs learning?
Yeah, when you got Google, what do you need?
At this point, actually, that is replacing the school system.
I'm not surprised.
I mean, people do that more often now than actually do proper research with books. I just Google it. Which half the time is actually more accurate anymore. Because of how fast things change.
I'm so glad we didn't have Google when we were in school as kids, that is.
Yeah, well, we didn't start getting until like near the end.
Yeah.
Like halfway through my school life is when that started to really become a popular thing. But, you know, at the time of going through the whole system, they still didn't know how to properly handle that. So, going through the whole school system, you can actually still quote Wikipedia and it wouldn't be too big of a problem. As long as it was actual real information. But nowadays, that's a no-no. And it's very easy to point out.
Yeah. I don't know. But it's just weird to me that kids are not, like, doing cursive anymore, or...
Yeah. I mean, there's no point even writing anymore, so they're probably skipping on that entirely and just teaching typing.
I mean, now there's not even, like, snow days around.
Yeah, because now, from what they're trying to push in a lot of states, like, if you have a snow day, then you just do online study instead. Which is not that much better, to be honest, because what happens if your internet gets knocked out from a snowstorm? That's a pretty common occurrence.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Tell the teacher that you didn't have internet?
Yeah, good luck with that. I remember having that legit issue for online college work, and they barely took that as an excuse. Like, some would understand, the other one's like, I don't give a crap. Do it anyways. That report was definitely due on Tuesday.
I bet you they don't even know what a library is.
Yeah, really.
God, our school.
I haven't gone to the library in like a decade here. I still have a library card, but it's like decades old at this point. It definitely needs to be renewed. I have no use for it.
Oh, so they'd probably take that and put it in the library.
Yeah, there you go.
Just be a library card.
It's like doing mathematics homework online. I can agree, because I've had to do some math courses online based, and it's kind of a pain to try to learn the complex stuff when you don't have it visually. Oh god, the worm's here. Some modes this worm doesn't exist, and in this mode, of course, he's got to be here. What is with this song? This song almost sounds like it could be from a Sonic Adventure game. As soon as I said that, god, I'm thinking of the stupid mod I seen the other day for Sonic Adventure 2. That replaces the Chaos Emerald in Shadow's hand, the first cutscene, with a box of mac and cheese.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's an amazing mod.
Somebody bought that?
Yep. I'm making
they
mac and
haven't
cheese, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. It's like, it's so hilarious. I think that's actually a perfect cutscene to replace it, because when Sonic meets him for the first time, he'll have no idea what's going on anyways. So to see that, it's like, I think even better. It's like,
I need to go look at the video on this.
I did tweet out that, actually. It was a thing that I seen on Twitter, and I actually retweeted it. It was not too long ago. I downloaded the mod myself, and it only plays like 2 lines of dialogue, but the whole cutscene, he still plays out with a box of mac and cheese in his hands. So it looks awkward clipping through his fingers. And he does chaos control with a box of mac and cheese.
I'm
Except for
sorry,
Chaos
but
Emerald.
If you took time to actually mod that, that's kind of sad.
Yeah. And the modding community is a big joke at times, too. Like, they do some serious mods that are really helpful and cool. And then you got a mod of mac and cheese in SA2.
Because that's a thing, apparently.
They don't care. They just do whatever.
Yeah.
You should see all the different character mods for generations. Half of those just don't even make any sense. Like, there's some really cool ideas, and I've actually seen, like, weird objects as mods.
I mean, no offense, Lester, but if I'm gonna play a Sonic game, I'm gonna play it on the console where there is no mods because I'm scared of what they do to the original Sonic.
Oh god, oh god. Gotta get moving.
I don't want to play Sonic on PC because I'm afraid somebody modded it or something.
Yeah. Hey, half the time it makes them better. Like, honestly, the PC version of Sonic Adventure is horrible, but as soon as you install mods, it's the best version of the game. Just simply because it fixes all the issues that Sega introduced. Because the PC version is a port of a port of a port. Like, it's such a weird concept, but they love porting one version over and over to a point where it broke it. I think technically the HD port of Adventure 1 is most glitchy because of how bad it gets. And not in a good way glitchy, like, sometimes doesn't work glitchy.
That's not good.
Pretty much, but install something like Better SADX on the PC version, and it's like, it's basically an HD version of the Dreamcast version, so it fixes all the issues, adds the original character models and textures, and fixes a lot of the weird issues that they introduced in all the ports. Which I'm glad, actually. I played through the HD version on the PS3, and after playing the GameCube version for so long, I was more used to how that one looked, because everything became pure plastic on PS3, 360, and PC.
Are you glad they did release Sonic Unleashed to be backwards compatible now?
It does fix a lot of the frame rate issues, luckily, so I was waiting for that to happen. I'm glad it finally did.
Because I seen you tweet that day. I was like, oh, that's cool.
It's actually very interesting timing for me, because I just got a message on my Xbox giving me like a free $10 gift card, because apparently of the Black Friday season, they just gave everyone a $10 gift card. So I have $10 I could just technically spend, and I can just put that into the DLC if I want it. Getting a good chunk of it for like half off at that point if I want. It's like, well, that's interesting timing. Now it's something to think about. I don't know if I am right now. Probably save it for a while. But that's I'm not gonna do with it. I was wondering what to spend the $10 on, because I don't play my Xbox One much. Oh, dang it. That was my hip. Love Sonic Adventure on 360, but nothing beat the Dreamcast version. I can agree, Iceberg. Nothing can really compare to the Dreamcast version in terms of the look. I kind of prefer how the Dreamcast version looks, which is why I use the Dreamcast texture and character mod stuff for the PC release. Because you get the best of both worlds. You get like the updated frame rate that DX adds, but at the same time you get the Dreamcast look and feel. One of my least favorite things about the HD version is that all the text doesn't have a backdrop now for some reason. So, oh crap. So using the PC mods, you can add the backdrop back in from like Dreamcast and GameCube. I don't know why they took that out. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it seems like a silly thing to take out.
There's also a weird issue too that they reported on. It makes no sense. Apparently, the reason why the HD version doesn't have widescreen support is Sega said it was too hard for them to do. Meanwhile, on the PC release, if you just change a couple numbers in the notepad, like you just change a couple numbers in the values, widescreen is perfectly possible. It's not hard at all. It's extremely easy.
I'm sorry, Sega. What kind of lame excuse is that?
Yeah, like they said it's too hard, and then modders figured it out in 5 minutes. You guys failed horribly. Oh god, that's a worm. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. He is gonna eat me for lunch. Yep.
That'd be like them saying they can't put Sonic Mania on Switch or something because it's too hard. It's like, excuse me, what? Everything's on Switch. How is that hard?
Although I've seen some interesting ports, like there's some I never expected on the system. Actually, one of them is Hat in Time. The devs actually came out and said after they were making the console versions that they were not going to do a Switch version because they were literally finding it impossible. They just couldn't get the game to work on Switch. So they pretty much said, don't expect it, it's never going to happen kind of situation. And then a year later, they were able to turn it around and actually produce a Switch version. Like, they're working on it now, and they've already shared screenshots showing it's going to be able to come soon. We don't know what soon really means, but it's actually working on the system this time around. Hey, sometimes ports do take that long, unfortunately. It's not even a joke.
We're just talking about ports and Sonic and stuff.
Hold the phone, everybody. Wendy's has a Twitch account. And they're playing Fortnite.
Oh, of course they are. Because who doesn't play that on Twitch.tv?
Why does Wendy's have a Twitch account?
Just everybody hold the phone. Wendy's has a Twitch account.
What, they're going to advertise their burgers while they're playing Fortnite?
Probably, actually. That's not even a joke.
They're gonna do Fortnite.
While watching your Twitch stream of Fortnite, go buy a nice old Wendy's burger.
That wouldn't surprise me. Even Iceberger's like, what?
Yeah, see, that doesn't make any sense.
Stop with Fortnite. It's banned in this house.
In this house, we do not speak of Fortnite.
We only talk about PUBG because no one likes it.
We only talk about PUBG to make fun of it.
You know, it's so bad. I actually had that game for free on my Xbox. Like I think one month, I think the previous month, they just put in the games with gold list. That's
really?
very quick to put that kind of a game in the game as a gold list.
This is our house. Defend this house.
What the heck? Okay, you got Shantae, Psyduck, Ponytail, and then a Pidgey of all things.
I don't even think Pidgey should be on this route, to be perfectly honest.
No. Not Pidgeotto, just Pidgey.
You yelled earlier. I thought you found your shiny. I'm sorry.
Oh, were you getting kind of upset because you thought you missed it?
I thought I missed it for a second. I'm
No,
glad
I ain't
I
ran
didn't.
into it yet. Lester's been keeping me distracted.
No! By doing that. I could have swore I cleared that, but I did not. That, I think, honestly, killing yourself on the block is probably the most punishing here. Because you always start back at the bottom. It's like getting killed by the worm.
Yeah.
So that's extremely punishing.
What we were talking about, was,
Especially when you do that.
A Hat in Time's coming to Switch and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying, like, yeah, we pretty much kind of, I don't know how we kind of just talked about how weird the Sonic Adventure port stuff is. And then we kind of got on that tangent.
The Sonic Adventure ports.
Yeah, you know, if it being a port of a port of a port.
Because they're making all the models look like freaking like clay.
Yeah.
Or not clay.
That's why I'm just saying, like, if you have the PC version, it's technically the best version once you mod it. Because then you have to... How did that hurt me? I wasn't even in the block yet.
That's why I think that the GameCube version of Sonic Adventure is the best version.
Well, when it comes to that, I think that's still the one a lot of speedrunners use, because it's still, like, probably the most broken in a good way instead of the most broken in it doesn't work way. But I prefer the PC because you get the best of both worlds. You get a lot of the fixes DX introduced, like the better frame rate. But at the same time, when you mod it, you also get like the Dreamcast models and textures and all that. So, and plus you can fix to have like true widescreen support. It actually looks good in HD. It runs better in general.
I love the Dreamcast version, but at the same time, the models look so freaking weird. And not only that, the mouth animation is like, oh yeah.
Oh, that happens in the GameCube models too, so really there's nothing you can do to fix that.
Oh yeah, this happened.
He was talking about how somebody modded Shadow at the beginning to have a box of mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, that's how we got on this tangent. It's like, how does this originate? Oh yeah, the mac and cheese mod.
Mac and cheese mod.
Have you seen it? Go check my my Twitter. It's like one of the last things I retweeted recently. Someone actually modded like the first cutscene of Shadow in the game to replace the Chaos 7 with mac and cheese.
Oh, I do like that too. That's another reason why I like the GameCube version. Nice for play Game Gear games.
There we go. That's true. Also, that's why I also like the better SADX. That mod actually adds the GameCube games back into the PC version.
Okay, that's good.
Because originally I think they were in the PC release. Not the Steam one, but the one that came out around the time the GameCube port did. But it got removed from the HD version. For some reason. I say for some reason only because if they had a collection, I would understand. There was no collection for those kind of games. So I don't get why they're removed. They're just randomly gone. For no reason.
How I feel after playing Treetops and Spider Ignite Trilogy with its so strong motion blur. I gotta think I'm gonna throw up!
I mean, that's not wrong.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like Treetops and Reignited. I think it's worse than Reignited. Because it's just like... I don't know, something weird with the supercharge in this game. I really don't like the supercharge in Reignited as much as I do the originals.
Yeah, they changed
the originals, they changed it to a momentum-based way, and I'm so used to like building up supercharges by going over multiple ramps. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's why multiple ramps were put there to begin with. It was so you can charge up the supercharge. So now they kind of feel pointless. Just get on one ramp and then just run the rest of the way.
Yeah.
But you can't really do that because that's not how the level's designed.
I'm not sorry. Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, let me turn it down. Sorry.
Yeah, you definitely want to hear it. And that's not just a video, it's a legit mod.
Oh my gosh.
I think he found it, Lester.
Yep. So good.
You want to post that in the chat so I can see it?
Oh my god. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
I've seen some interesting mods in my day, but I think this is the most interesting one. Mac and cheese in Sonic Adventure 2. It has no context, it doesn't make any sense, and yet it's the best thing ever. I love it.
Yeah, I get it, chat. It's okay, I can post it. Police are after me. Feeling when. Oh wait, TTFN. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Ta-ta for now.
I think that's it. Oh boy.
That's a,
time. Nope, I clip his too. That's so dumb.
I'm gonna make mac and cheese and nobody can stop me.
I'm gonna make fucking mac and cheese and no one can.
I think the best part about that mod in particular, because I actually play through the whole cutscene with it just to see how it looks. They don't show it in that video on Twitter, unfortunately, but you play the whole cutscene with the mac and cheese in Shadow's hand the whole time. The lines of dialogue are all the same outside the first two things, but he has a mac and cheese box instead of the Chaos Emerald. So seeing him use Chaos Control with a box of mac and cheese doesn't make any sense, and I love it. It clips to his hand at all times.
When I see somebody post the line, "I am not sorry," on Twitter, I know that it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm making fucking mac and cheese! Oh, the mac and cheese Shadow looks good.
So proud of himself.
I didn't burn the mac and cheese.
Hey, you making it? He's just holding the cardboard box. That's the worst part. Seriously, watch him do Chaos Control a box of mac and cheese. Just makes you question everything in life. Is that really Chaos Control? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna go grab my Kraft mac and cheese out of the closet. I should be able to do this now on my own.
Lester figured it out. He knows how to take over the world.
The secret is mac and cheese.
I can burn cereal. I'm a horrible cook. I'm sorry, Iceberg. I know I shouldn't be laughing at that.
I know, it makes you think of that one scene from The Simpsons. Because, like, that's what happens to Homer. He always... Like, he somehow found a way to burn cereal. Figure that one out.
I thought that Archer was a hooligan girl.
Yeah, really, that would be weird. Like, I'm not going over there. That's deadly.
That's deadly.
That's death.
Why do we always get on the weirdest topics when we're streaming?
Yeah, really. Oh, I want that money. There you go.
I want that money.
Nancy, get out of here. I'm looking for Ponytail.
I need to find Chancy's. Those are worth a lot.
Oh, good. We're out of here. Oh, no, my money. Well, I'll get in next section.
As Mr. Krabs says, always remember what Mr. Krabs says. The money's always right.
Yeah.
No, every time I hear a SpongeBob quote.
I'm sorry. That's so
What is this song? I don't even remember this one.
I
Switch
found
Force.
out what happened to him. He passed away from ALS.
That explains a lot. Because it was sudden to a lot of people, but if he was suffering with that for a while, then yeah, that's sad.
I didn't realize he was suffering from that. That's really sad.
I don't want to jump because that will kill me. Oh, wait. I should do this.
What was it, like 50 something?
57.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that he was a marine biologist? That's why he got, the idea for SpongeBob.
That makes a lot of sense. Actually, that was probably easier because starting back up here is good.
Trying dog, you're in trouble.
Yeah. George Costanza once pretended to be a marine biologist.
And you see how well that worked out.
George
Yeah, I don't think I wanted to go that way. That's deadly.
That's deadly. I'm not going that way.
See, the only other game I can think of that's done this kind of gameplay style with platforming is Outland on PS3, 360,
Yeah.
and PC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
We need to finish that. I forgot we were playing that.
Yeah.
What happened
And
to
everything
that?
happened because technology sucks. To be fair, we may have an easier time now maybe playing it on PC, because I think those servers are a little bit better. I don't remember actually what happened. Just remember us having some weird issues on PS3.
Yeah, we were having a lot of internet hiccups. That's what happened.
And I think it was just, I was bad at the game or something? I don't
No.
know.
I mean, it's a
like-
challenging game, so I'm not surprised if that's how you feel, because like I said, it can be challenging.
Sorry, I'm not
I remember
sure.
Jared having an issue in our playthrough at times too. With that said, I think I died more than him in a lot of areas. And I was one who actually played the game before that.
We need Jared.
Yeah, we only had a chance to talk to Jarrett now.
I love having big pellets. I never want to go past level 3.
I love having big pellets.
Well, that's a line I never thought I'd hear Lester say.
They're so good. I mean, look how big these are.
Again, Lester. Language.
Yeah.
No.
Context is very good.
You serious?
I'm still trying to
147?
Why are you finding Chansey so easy?
I don't know, but I want my shiny.
Officer? What a pleasant surprise. I have this giant tapeworm. Want to take a look at it?
Oh my gosh.
Does she have a pet license yet?
I wouldn't come any closer if I were you. My sweet Wilbur doesn't take too kindly to trespassers. Ma'am, step away from the giant worm and place your hands on your head.
Here, boy.
See you on the flip side, Sheriff. It's Officer, thank you.
That's Officer Shantae to you.
Wilbur.
Wilbur.
The worm.
Worm is
Yeah,
called
Wilbur the worm. They have a lot of good names with enemies in this game.
Yeah, now I know why this stream was rated for mature audiences.
Oh, these pellets
Gotta
suck
love
quick.
innuendos, man.
Wow, these pellets are not designed for 3D.
Solid World dancing?
Eagle.
Yeah, it looks like he's dancing.
Yeah. Sorry, I like Solid World. I love a good innuendo.
Okay, this should probably be a little easier, because this is normally what I do in normal gameplay. I use some kind of projectile-based attack for the eyeball, so this shouldn't be too bad. The only thing I should have to worry about is the stuff falling from the sky,
What's your cat?
like his eyeballs. How many eyeballs does he have? He always shoots you with these. It always makes you wonder.
How many eyes do you actually have?
Yeah, he's got one eye in his head, and he always shoots the one eyeball.
Dratini wants to learn
This is
Dragon
gameplay
Tail.
2.5D that Young is always telling me. Something like that.
This is a 2.5D. No. That joke has been done to death by Caddy. Dratini is Dragon Tail. Yeah, I was about ready to say Dratini was trying to learn Dragon Tail. And I was about ready to make a comment saying, isn't that like half its body though?
Yeah, I would say almost full body. I think it's just nothing but tail.
Body. I was about ready to say something along the lines of that, Iceberg. It is the Dragon Tail.
Alright, one more round of shooting him like this, and one more cannon shot to the eye, and he's dead. This is way easier with a spread shot. To be fair, that's one way I do. Spread shot fireballs are so good for this. So why not just have a spread shot gun? I almost got hit there. That would be stupid. Yep, there it is. There it is. Shouldn't be too big of a deal if I get the money from his meteorite thing. There we go.
And now I shall guess the color that Metal P is in. Oh wait, what's this? And now I shall guess the color that Metal P Adventures is thinking of. Inchworm green. How did you guess that? How'd you know, Iceberg? I was thinking of an inchworm.
Ugh, gotta love when you choke on air. That was fun.
Lester, are you alright?
Lester, are you okay?
I'm dying, but I'm good. Shut up and arrest me now. That's why I report on everything I've done. Make sure you copy it to your superiors. In fact, share it with everyone. Put my face on the wanted posters and to smash my foul deeds all over the world. I want to be famous.
I want to be famous, just like all the other idiots that do stupid stuff for 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah, no, you got it all wrong. My job is to enforce the law. Law says that once a criminal has paid his debts to society, he's free to go. All right, but that's a problem because that's not a guy. That's a girl. Shantae, seriously. Since your crimes occurred many life sentences ago, I see no reason to detain you. Okay, unsolved crimes may have a word with you. There. Beep. I like to actually think of her actually making the beep sound from her mouth. Because I can see her doing that. I erase your entire record. No one will remember a thing you've done. You're free to go. Normally a criminal will be happy about this. And then rob a bank 5 minutes later. Go and live your life as a contributing member of society.
Okay, she really is dumb.
Hey, where'd she go? Well, I'll have to start a new life, I suppose. Yeah, in the afterlife. So rewarding when the system works. It's so good when they die.
Sassy Shantae pose. Well, she should use Men in Black memory racing life. Oh, what is that? What's the name of that?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, too. I know exactly what that is. Just like that one flash of bright light and boom, all your memories are gone. But for some reason, if you wear sunglasses, then you're protected. Coming in headquarters. Receive a hot tip about some illegal street racing. This is not the street.
Okay, really?
This isn't. In fact, there's not going to be a single car. There's just going to be a lot of magic flying carpets. Yeah, see? Even the uncle's commenting on it. There's no street in that area.
Neuralizer.
They think by holding a street race in the air, they can get above the law. See that justice is served in the air.
It's called the Neuralizer, Lester.
Ah, that makes sense. Wait, why is there a second block behind that? That makes no sense. In fact, why are blocks here, period? I like this Dance Club remix. This definitely is not from a Switch Force game that I remember. Oh, this is interesting. They're taking away all the carpets and replacing them with the blocks. That's very interesting and deadly. Especially when I almost die because an input could be dropped. Yeah, I can still kill the participants. Good. Everything's right with the world. Actually, I think that's one of my favorite achievements you can get in this game. In normal gameplay, if you kill all the participants in the race, you get a trophy for that or achievement, depending on what you're playing on. How much of Half-Genie Hero you play? Because I know you played a bit of that.
I got to Wilbur.
Okay, so that's about halfway.
Officer Shantae.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one carpet rider. Now he did. That was the only one.
Now he did.
Oh, these guys shouldn't be that bad with a spread shot. Hey, girl. Join the winning team. Yeah, we're racing for pink slips. Really? Well, that's our game. Wagering ownership papers instead of prize money? That's weird. No, not the pink slips as in paperwork. Pink slips as in fabric. That's still weird. All that silky fabric makes Animal Bear brand flying carpets super slick. Well, it's still an illegal wager that endangers this. What? I don't think I've seen that before. The scenery? What? It's just like citizens, Shantae. That's one time she actually overcomplicated herself. That's interesting. Okay, that one was super simple with the spread shot. Scratch that. They're both super simple with the spread shot.
There you go.
You beat Shantae in the Game Boy Color. Well, I'm surprised you even have that version. Because honestly, that's really good to have.
Yeah, it's
especially
rare.
if you own the physical cart, because it's like a $300 cartridge. I don't know if you played that on the original hardware or 3DS. That's how I play. I play on 3DS. That's my least favorite in the series, unfortunately, because it has aged, unfortunately, really bad. Still a good game, especially one of the better ones for Game Boy Color. But man, does it show its age. There we go.
Man,
I was gonna die.
those days were the simple gaming days where you just picked up your console and played. You didn't have to download anything.
Yep.
Install anything.
We go back to those days, that'd be nice. Like, I was wanting to test Sonic Unleashed earlier, then I realized, oh yeah, it's on Xbox One, which means I have to install the disc before I can even play it. Meanwhile, on the 360, all I did is put the disc in and play. We go back to that day. That'd be nice.
That's why I love like the PS1, PS days.
Just don't get a PS1 Classic. You will regret everything.
Don't remind me of Lester.
Yeah.
I'm already sad about it.
We're all crying about that because, man, Sony got lazy. Like,
Hi,
really
Celtics.
lazy.
How are you?
Hey, Celtics, how you doing?
Sony, you know they could have done better. You know that.
Oh, easily. That just shows to take the cheap way out. You can see it because why put the PAL version of specific games on a plug and play? There's no real reason for it outside of just not wanting to just get the other versions on there and changing it per region. The version of PlayStation Classic we're getting sounds like the exact same one that Europe got, which is a problem for PAL release when we never played those before, and there's a reason why. They're inferior.
I mean, the one thing I'm happy about it is the bunch of games because they got some of the best like selling games on the system on there. But there's also some that's missing that could have been brought over.
Yep. And then there's some that have some weird issues, like Metal Gear Solid not having DualShock support kind of limits it in some areas.
We're just talking about the classic and how bad people are sending it out to be published. By the reviewers and such already.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of reviews and they pretty much say it's a good pass. Unfortunately. It has a lot of promise, but it just fell flat. And tripped.
I mean,
and broke its arm.
I don't get the price on it either. I wish it was a lot cheaper.
Yeah, $100 for a plug and play with no power cord is stupid. Why?
What's bad about it, Celtics? There's a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we can make a list and be here for a couple days. There's a lot of problems with the PlayStation Classic.
Yeah. Well, I heard that the frame rate's not gonna be that great because they're using the.
Well, 9 out of 20 games on that system, so pretty much half the library, is PAL copies, which run in 50 frames instead of 60. And for American users, that's a real big problem because we never played those versions. We didn't need to have an issue like that because our TVs can handle the 60 Hz signal.
I mean, I still want it just because I grew up with PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't know. If I see it for like half price, I may just have it for novelty's sake, but I have like no rush for it. I think it's overpriced for, unfortunately, what I can do.
Hey, Celtics. Hey,
Why I couldn't
I'm
jump there?
sorry if I mispronunciate your name. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a familiar name from your stream. Ataru Menshi, I believe. How you doing?
Plus, the collection of games is not really good.
I don't like half of the games in the list, so that's why I can't justify $100 for half of the library I can't care for on PS1 Classic.
I'm sorry, I always worry about mispronunciating people's names.
Again, I'd like to get it just for getting it for the sake of getting it because
yeah, it's novelty.
That's pretty much it. I mean, that's the only reason why I have a NES Classic, because half that library I don't care for either, but it's novelty.
Yeah, it's more of a novelty thing. It's not so much, you know.
But I'm not gonna be the first one to jump on that. Oh, it's the best system ever when I know it does have its problem.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna stick to playing PS1 games on my PS2 and PS3.
The only game that's on there that's worth it is Lunar. Yeah, I did. Well, there's a couple games that are worth it, in my opinion. It's just like, in my opinion, I feel like Sony could have at least put more classic games that the system was known for.
Yeah.
Like, I know Crash and Spyro just had trilogies just released, but you could have at least put those games on there. At least the first one.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been too bad.
Yeah.
Especially because, well, Crash 1 in general was never designed for a DualShock, so easily can work, and Spyro was designed around both controllers in mind, so you don't need a DualShock to play it.
They could have put a lot more effort than they did. This was obviously a whole cash grab.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's interesting. It took away the swimming section of this level because I can't swim. That's a nice touch. So just like one of the other levels, they just block you off because you can't do it.
You didn't hear anything bad about the PlayStation
I'm kind of surprised, only just because that everywhere I turn, everyone's complaining about it.
Like if you go see IGN's review, they gave it a 5.5 out of 10.
I didn't even know they gave it a score.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like it's horrible, but it's painfully mediocre. I
Yeah.
think that's the best way to describe it.
Because from what I've heard, like the games that play good on there, they play fine. Like they're fun, they control okay, they look decent. Because there's only so much you can do with PlayStation graphics. But the ones that don't play okay, like any of the games that have the POW issue, that they really are pointed out for obvious reasons. Like Tekken on there, some people say it's like unplayable for them because of how much slower it runs technically, because of it being POW.
I agree.
I wouldn't play that version for that reason.
I agree with you, Iceberg. If they had Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, that would have been great.
Yeah. Like any of the pro skaters, that would have been cool to see. Because honestly, if they picked one, I would probably have seen, as long as they go with the popular mentality, they probably would have picked 2.
2, yeah. The 2's like
But then
highest
again,
rated
they
game.
never go with it.
Yeah, I mean, look at half the library. Half of it no one cares for.
Like obviously they went with Metal Gear because Metal Gear.
Yeah.
That one's iconic, so if they didn't put it on there, they knew people were going to question it. It's a license they could have actually gotten.
Like,
Compared
they
to a lot of the
could've
Activision stuff and Konami stuff.
Like, they could have put Silent Hill, they could have put Castlevania Symphony of the Night on there. But, you know, I know a lot of these games. But, I don't know, man. I feel like they could have done a lot better with it.
Yeah.
But that's just...
That's how I feel too. I
They
just
did it
feel
right.
like it was very underwhelming, especially compared to a lot of the other classic systems that's been released these past couple of years.
Yeah.
I agree with you,
They did it right.
Anonymous. I agree. The Nintendo did do it right. Like they probably have the best plug and plays on the market because they feel like they're, for the most part, the most faithful to their original games and also represent some of the best games in that platform that they have. Like, they have so many iconic versions.
And not the PSP version. Yeah. Oh, of course not. The PS1. I don't know.
I mean, if
why
it's
they
PS1 Classic and a PSP game was on there, I think everyone would question that logic.
Yeah, everyone question that.
PSP Classic confirmed.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there's
Unfortunately,
like
they take the
2
stupid UMD, so no one will ever be able to use it. What in the world's going
Oh,
on?
I'm sorry.
You're grounded
yeah.
on suspension of supplying illegal airborne street races with modified magic carpets.
What the...
Furthermore, you meant
didn't
interfere in
know
my
that was a-
investigation.
That's a precedent set.
Your investigation? I'm investigating these races myself. Ammo Baron, Galactic Penal Squad. Officer Shantae. Just recently deputized myself.
Celtics, he's just... he hasn't played this one.
This and
the
Pajama Mode.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have jurisdiction here? I doubt it. Also, what top is he talking about? How high? Direct from headquarters. Mine from 6,000 feet. 60,000 feet high. Yeah, that's gonna make sense. I would actually expect Shantae to say that before Ammo Baron.
I played a little bit of the Pajama Mode. Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. It looks pretty interesting.
Iceberg, there's something I just saw on Twitter I think you would like. I don't know, I think if I remember correctly, I think you were the one that liked JoJo. But, somebody posted an article. An article said, it was ABC News, it says, man accused of killing his brother's family, torching mansion over financial dispute. And the next one just shows Joe Stark goes, damn!
Yeah.
Thanks.
I played a little bit of the gym mode. I did a bit of the swimsuit mode. What does the swimsuit mode do?
It's a weird one because you take constant damage throughout the whole thing, but you're able to swim a lot faster and you have a beach ball as a projectile. Like, it's a pretty interesting mode, honestly. I think it's probably the hardest DLC mode, honestly.
Why do you think?
Well, one of them. I still think Friends of the End ending is horrendously hard.
What is the? Why are you taking damage?
Okay, there we go. Spam! And dead.
Oh my god.
Should have moved up.
Not wet.
Yeah, so the reason you take constant damage in beach mode is because you're getting a sunburn. You always have to collect suntan lotion to fix that.
Okay.
I can answer this one after, or Celtics. On Spyro 3 HD, you still have to unlock the Sparks Gem Detector. That's one of the issues I heard about that version. Because you actually do need to still collect that. But it's unlocked by default in Spyro 1 and 2.
Why?
So it's a little weird.
Why?
That's what I've heard at least.
Oh.
Now stay put by calling the headquarters 60,000 feet above me. Hey HQ, do you got an undercover operation here? Uh-huh, let's see. Good news, fellas, your story checks out. Excuse me? How does that check out? He said he was from a distance that makes no sense. Not actual law enforcement. I can't feel anything from the eyebrows down.
What?
Or the eyeball down. That's even worse. Get the stretcher. The rest of the guys can just suffer, though. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, see, I've heard conflicting things about the Spark Radar thing for Spyro 3. I've heard some people say you need it, and some people say it's there from the beginning. I think it probably follows Spyro 3 logic, though. The original, so you probably have to unlock it still. Which that's a little annoying if it's there by default in 2 other games.
Let me go look it up.
Alright, what was that noise, though? It's way past curfew, but I hear a lot of rabble close by. Could be space hooligans in this creepy castle. Or worse,
Wait a minute.
teenagers.
Why do they have curfews? That's
Yeah,
the thing.
that's not how being works. You clock in and clock out, but it's not a curfew.
No one's left behind.
Oh, this song. This is such a good song. Remember this one.
Nice shot.
Oh, man. The spread shot makes quick work of the fake treasure chest. That's ridiculous.
Nice shot. Yummy.
Although I know they're not called that, but I always think of them as like Mimicuties from like Castlevania. No, it's just funny. It would have actually been a good place to put one of the girls.
No, I don't want reviews of Spyro Reignite Trilogy. What the heck? I just want to answer a question.
You'll never find the answer, apparently. Not even Google knows.
That sounds like Google half the time.
What's Spyro? To be honest, though, Celtics, I just don't like 100% Spyro 3 in general. It's a pain to finish. I'm gonna say Spyro 3 is my least favorite. I'm sorry, it is.
I can see why. It's kind of mixed. I've either heard people say that's their favorite or 2. A lot of people don't really say 1, though. It's kind of surprising because I honestly think that's probably my favorite out of the 3 as well. And I haven't even played the other 2 much yet, so I can't really say.
I think it's perfectly fine. It's not total bullshit.
Yeah.
3 has a lot of bullshit.
Well, because of the characters being a thing from that one, it has you do a lot of unnecessary stuff.
Yeah, it has you do a lot of, like, there's that one where you have to protect the alchemist. I bring that one up all the freaking time.
Well, wait, wasn't that 2?
Wasn't that 2?
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't that 2? Not 3.
That tells you how much, like, I can't even remember, because
I remember all these people complaining about that guy in 2.
Yeah, that was 2. Okay, never mind.
Okay, that's why I figured.
Sorry, I was wrong. These 2 and 3 are so merged in my brain, like, so similarly, that it's just, I get a hard time. I played 1 too many times in my life. I have kind of got a bias towards 1 being my favorite.
How am I supposed to get back over there without getting killed? This is too tall to jump over. That's...
yeah, how...
Ooh, hang on. Oh, wait, I see it now. You can barely make that jump.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be. Oh my god.
Hang on, you gonna go get your starter out?
Yeah.
Check on Pikachu for a second. I'm wondering.
Probably most of the minigames easy in the HD version. I heard that the minigames are pretty much the same in terms of difficulty for both Spyro 2 and 3. So we had a hard time back then. It sounds like they're no different now, unfortunately.
I think there's something going on with if you take them out of your party, they get.
I'm all out of it.
But then again, maybe not. See,
Looks displeasing.
Oh. Nope.
Yeah, I think.
Not gonna eat me.
They're out, that's why.
yeah, we just went back
Well,
in.
I'm only putting them in. I'm only a little bit. You can have PD.
PD. I shouldn't
Yes. You're
Pikachu's a
eating
Pokemon.
me.
You got to call Pikachu that though. That's even more fitting.
You can have Eevee in your party. That's fine. I only.
Alright, so.
Oh wait, this is the exit. I can't go this way. Not yet.
Yeah, if you take them out of your party, they're gonna be a little bit angry with you. That's the only thing. Like the only reason why I'm take them out is because I don't want them like more than I want them to, because the EXP. That's the only way I can counteract the EXP share.
Yeah. Although it doesn't really matter much, honestly, because you can get them pretty happy quick and let's go. It's kind of like the newer Pokemon games with that like interactive Pokemon thing. It's just very fast.
Sorry about that. My freaking Windows is loud. I need to turn that down. Yeah, the Yeti boxing sucks balls. I hate doing that with.
At first, though, I read that as like the Yeti sucks. Like, wow, someone doesn't like the microphone branch. To be fair, there are some that actually do say that.
Yeah.
Or the t-shirt company for video games.
Yeah. Hey, they got some good designs.
Which games done quick is coming up soon too.
Yeah, games done quick is done. I heard there was something weird that happened with games done quick.
Yeah, there was some random drama, and honestly, they handled it extremely terribly, and then 10 minutes later, they turned around and handled it great. So, I think what needs to really happen is they probably need to get a better PR person. Apparently, from what I've heard, there was some issues going on their Discord server. Like, there were some really radical things being posted on there. Like, I was hearing, like, Nazi talk, like, that bad of stuff. And apparently, when people were reporting it to them, showing them legit screenshots of what was going on with the names and the user accounts and all that, they were saying, there's nothing we can do about it. And then, like, half an hour later, with all the bad negativity they got after posting that, they turned around and said, wait, we were able to do something. After reviewing all the screenshots, we were able to make sure that person is banned from a GDQ event indefinitely. Like, what? Okay, why did you come out at first saying there's nothing we can do? Because the response from it was horrible. What they said was, there's nothing we can do about this. It's a difference of opinion. Meanwhile, it was literal hate speech. That's not a difference of opinion at that point. It's bullying.
There's the thing, like, I know everybody's got the freedom of speech, but y'all got freedom of consequences with that freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, good.
Just
I got so many girls.
Something really bad, if you say something really bad, you should be punished of sorts. Like, I can't go up to my boss and say, "You're a dick."
Yep. Now replace that with things that you should never repeat in public.
But
and that's what was happening on the GDQ Discord.
Well, I don't know. I'm not allowed to say it. Lester's a dick sometimes too, but we love him for it anyways.
Somebody's gonna speedrun. I want to kill the Camilla too at GDQ.
I never heard of that one. It sounds like another one of those I Want to Be style games, obviously. Well, that's a new one. Okay, I actually killed the spider for once. Of course not. These things are indestructible. Meanwhile, they can murder you in like 2 swipes. Come on. Does it want to be the good game? Yeah, I kind of figured as much from that title. There's a lot of them anymore. It's hard to keep up.
They're probably mad because they're out of the party. That's why.
I put him back in the party.
Excuse me, I jumped over that.
Just
Stupid kneecap got hit.
keep doing that.
Is it because I haven't battled in a while?
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just because it was out of the party. That's why. Okay, what did it said?
Oh, I almost missed that. Oh, that would have been bad. 8 more days. Yeah, we had someone in here earlier talking about that, too. Let's Smash is close. I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, I think, you know, outside of streaming, I'm gonna pretty much be off the internet for like a week, so I don't get spoiled. Holy crap, that's a 2-hit shot! Nope.
Ow!
Nope. I'm going. You can keep your life.
I tell rude customers, you don't need to be a pussy in order to be a pussy. I tell female customers, you don't need to be a dick in order to be a dick.
Wait a minute. Oh no, I'm safe. Okay, I thought I missed something because of this platform structure.
Now, he should be happy.
This is seriously unfair. This is why I hate this enemy so much. Spread shot, she's blocking every bullet.
What the heck?
That's why that's the worst enemy in this game, in my opinion. There's an achievement just for killing this thing. That's how bad she is. If you gotta put an achievement just for being able to actually kill an enemy, that's how broken this kind of thing is, and that's not a good thing, in my opinion.
I know. Here's my assistant outfit.
Oh, you found it.
I don't know why they put a block down there in that. Like, why would you ever want to go down below the 5-stack?
Yeah.
If you did that, you're pretty much dead anyways, because jumping up, you're gonna hit the spikes.
I'm not looking at the wrong area.
No. It's a 1 in 300 chance of happening at this point. So, it just... You have to be patient.
Yeah, that's not
The girl's gotta be right here. Yeah, here she is. And then a heart. Perfect.
I've had...
That
Holy
must
hell,
study Kung Fu under Bruce Lee.
Under Bruce Lee. I've had enough of y'all Kung Fu tricks.
Sure enough, there's a party going on here. Yeah, it clearly looks like a party of one standing there with nothing going on. Better watch from a distance. Is he still gonna summon the creature? Oh god. Rise the creature. Bring me the Rent 2 Get 1 free videos that we might watch. We might watch of them. That we might watch of them. Hey, his grammar is so bad I can't read it.
He's probably mad at me, but I'm keeping him out of the party for a little bit because I need to train him up.
Ah, I brought a trash bag full of buttery popcorn. And several PG movies. And see, not a parent anywhere to offer parental guidance. You'll stay up late watching PG movies. Well beyond the curfew. Squid Baron, you
you're
daredevil,
going to jail. You're going to jail, Squid Baron.
Yeah, hold it right there. Blast, it's the coppers. Curfew's no joke. It keeps impressionable youngsters under the watchful eye of the caretakers and out of trouble. You know, when how Squid Baron acts, he might as well just be a kid. That's what you say. See, like that. I rebel against your authority.
Respect my authority, Squid Baron.
What's it to you?
What's it to you?
Wow, he's mean.
Toros.
Down for him. Are you going back up the route?
Okay, Squid
Yeah.
Baron's a joke with a triple shot. Holy crap. He didn't even get to fly yet. That's how bad that was for him. He normally gets to fly around in the air and stomp around. Dual Barons way past curfew. Yeah, curfew was at 10. It's 10:01, buddy.
It's time to get. It's time to enforce the curfew.
Holy crap. Oh, spread shot, I love you.
Nice shot.
Marry me, spread shot. You're the ultimate weapon.
Lester!
That is insane.
Spread shots his waifu.
I remember when
Oh.
I did the hard mode playthrough this last year, this fight took me like half an hour.
Oh my gosh.
That took me half a minute. I'm calling your
I'm
parents.
calling your parents.
Do not do that!
I don't need.
My ancestors cursed bones hide the bomb on the christen of evil. He's a being of malicious hatred. If any
Living
should speak his name, he will return to the doom of this world and all parallel worlds. Your problem, not mine. It's dialing. Flee! Save yourself! Dad's gonna ground me! Works every time.
Oh
I'm
my
calling your
gosh, I'm
parents.
calling your parents.
The worst words you ever want to hear.
Did something wrong? Your dad's on speed dial.
It's dialing.
Alright, well now we've done all the worlds, so let's go back and see Risky in the volcano.
I've wanted to learn Chinese martial arts for a while. Might try to do that soon. Oh.
This is the
my,
hideout?
my
Well, that makes sense. This is the hideout of Risky.
My friend used to be in karate when he was young.
Move out.
Well, this is a funky song. I forgot that this was in the Switch Force series. Okay, just replaying this reminds me how good the Switch Force OST is. Just so good.
I'm gonna get my Pokeball. I don't know what they say about Pokeballs.
You found the clue. Clue.
Oh man, this is gonna be a joke. Let's see how fast this slug gets killed.
What is
Are you gonna have the
3 seconds,
file
yep.
for-
That's insane.
the bile pile? Oh yeah, I platinum Spyro 2 the HD the other night. I'm still playing
Congrats.
Spyro 2. Congrats on that, Celtics. I'm still playing Spyro 2 at the moment. I just got the autumn. I forget what the autumn world is. I've only played Spyro 2 like
Wait, no, if I do that, I'm gonna die.
I've only played Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 only a handful of times. Took me 3 days to platinum it. It took me a couple days to platinum the Spyro 1 HD, but I did platinum it, so.
I think there's more out of the way trophies in that one than it was from the Crash games. Or at least from what I've
Well,
seen
it's
so
like-
far.
I've noticed that like every level has something that you need to do,
Yeah.
so.
I mean, I know I have to backtrack for a lot of that. I may just do it later. Because after I beat the game, it's probably going to be shelved for a bit because everything else is starting to come out now. Like the Kirby Star Allies DLC comes out tomorrow, and I really want to play that.
Yeah.
And then the Splatoon 2 update, the final one, drops Wednesday of next week. And then Smash 2 days later.
God, Nintendo, you're busy.
Yeah, they're putting out a lot at once. I am sad to see this is technically going to be the final, like, content update for Splatoon 2. But to be fair, they did
Yeah.
say they actually extended it because originally it was supposed to stop after the first year, which would have been July. But then they extended it to the end of this year. So we got more than expected.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I'm surprised that they're like adding in new abilities that are pretty much a combo of what's already there. Like that's a really cool idea to me.
You still didn't beat Kirby Star Allies.
It's a good yet short game, so like if you have like a couple hours to spare, it's probably something you can beat in a day. I mean, 100%ing it's probably a different story, because some of those levels will be a little challenging for 100%. It took me about a week, I think, to beat it, like on and off play.
Yeah, I like when he chases.
Hey, look, we're gonna save Risky in her hideout. Now we're gonna go kill her later. Sage it for now. Gonna murder you in 5 minutes.
Did you get
Oh, I didn't know it come all the way over here. Well, that's comical. And if for some reason my control locked for a split second, just walk me right off. That's fun. That was not on purpose, but that also looked goofy, so not gonna complain
Game
much.
is literally trying to kill you now.
Yep.
Really, 8:30 already?
Nope. I remember what happened last time.
Don't do this to me.
Of all the things, not the spikes, not the lava, not even the enemies coming out of the lava, single pellet you can see coming a mile away. The one thing to actually murder. Wow. If you got a few hours to spare, recommend Final Fantasy 12. Yeah, you know, you got a few lifetime to spare, and MMO is perfect. Although from what I've heard, the HD version of 12 is pretty good.
I was gonna say 12 is not an MMO. It's just a.
14. Oh wait, no,
an
I'm thinking of 11 and 14.
11's an MMO.
Yeah, I was thinking of the HD version of 11. That's actually what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, recently watching This Is How You Don't Play Hard 2. I haven't watched it. This Is How You Don't Play.
I'm not surprised that dude played a trilogy and sucked at it. 'Cause I know exactly who that video is relating to.
I like
Yeah.
watching This Is How You Don't Play, I just don't like watching the original videos.
Yeah.
I like those once in a while, but I just don't really care about thinking. Because man,
Yeah.
holy crap.
Just like, man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
You lose brain cells watching DSP play anything.
Yeah.
And Ego Raptor as well in some cases.
And Eagle Red, yeah.
Well, the Ocarina one taught me
Ocarina
not
made
to
me
trust
mad.
him.
You know, just for that reason, I would actually like to see Aaron play through a randomizer of that and just see how terrible he gets confused. He didn't even know the base game.
I mean, he got confused on the original. There's no hope for him with the.
Yeah,
Sorry.
pretty much.
I've beaten both the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 4 version of Final Fantasy 12. Both were great. I need to play them eventually. That's like one of the few Final Fantasies I haven't played, but I haven't played a lot of them. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, now I've been able to actually install it, I want to actually check out 15. Because that is definitely the one that plays the most different. Since it's not your traditional RPG, like all the others.
I might play it too, since it kind of plays like Kingdom Hearts, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not just that, but it'd be like an open world style game. I feel like a lot of the story can take a backseat, so it'll be easier to pick up and put down. I clipped the side of the spike that didn't even exist there. Excuse me.
What you doing?
What's a hitbox?
What the fuck is a hitbox?
Nope, not again. I only have half a heart. Can't take my chances.
DSP Gaming's content gets on my nerves because bad he is with his own game. That too, and I have other reasons. It's like I really don't care for the guy too much because he is a flat-out dick to his fan base.
Yep. Wow,
It's
two
just-
girls right next to each other. They didn't even try. They're like, here, just have the last two.
And it's just bad. I just don't understand how anybody can support someone who's just
That's it. Cool.
only sees them as dollar signs. That's all it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that says
This is it.
Was a time
One more
when
bus and I can retire on an honest officer's salary. A salary, or dear God, I didn't make him enough money today. Hold it right there. You look familiar. Saw you earlier today. What are you doing in the Space Hooligans hideout? You know, that's in a volcano. We have to explain, officer, but first, you have to beat me.
Alright, time to get out the stick.
Yeah. Let me get out my nightstick.
Not
I am a
beater.
cop.
Risky boots.
Get your nightstick out.
Oh no, she has a gun too. Oh God, I forgot her spread shot explodes.
Watching DSP get mad at Devil May Cry game because he was only using right trigger
No.
attack. How to use a sword attack. He looks like a major. I was never a fan of his.
Come on.
Like,
Go
his
on your
shape
anchor.
with cards.
Stop shooting me.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's just
Wait, what was it?
John Rambo and Howard were friends of DSP, but he flat out was just.
Does she not do the anchor phase anymore? Oh no, there it is.
He did something he shouldn't have.
Oh man, that's a lot of money.
He read personal messages on stream one time.
That sounds like the dude, because he's an idiot.
And-
From what I've seen.
And they offered, both John and Howard have offered a chance to, make up with it, but Phil never does.
Of course he doesn't.
He's got too much of an ego.
He's never
Does
wrong.
never wrong. So.
Risky boots.
I like your content. Yeah, there's something along that line, Iceberg.
Nice shot.
I just don't understand how anybody can care about someone else's content like that. But,
Yeah, pretty much.
you can say that about a lot of certain YouTubers.
Yep.
Money gets to her head. That's what happens.
Yep.
It's just like, okay, I understand you gotta do
Oh,
this
come
for a
on.
living, but I feel like in my
How did she
opinion-
not hit me? You see that? She went straight through my body. With the sword.
You're invincible.
Count my blessings, 'cause that shouldn't have worked.
Well, the same was, I feel like, I understand.
Wow. Sorry to interrupt
Uh,
again, but holy crap, that was quick. Level 3 and 4 is just overpowered in this game.
Yeah.
Makes bosses Swiss cheese. You're finished in like a minute. Now start talking. Final talk. Don't beat me again. I was one who broke those space hooligans out of prison. Ah, you're the reason why we have a Mighty Switch Force 3 Shantae edition. While they're keeping you busy, I had plenty of time to lay my trap. Now I got you right where I want you. Huh? What's your beef with me? Is this because I detained you this morning?
Oh my god.
Seriously. You gotta love the girl, but she is dumb as bricks. Don't remember her days at the academy? Academy? I didn't even know you wanted to be a cop too. Trying to be officers together, but I was always second place to you in everything. You blocked me at every turn. And when promotional day arrived, they chose you instead of me. That's the true reason behind my beef. I want a screen cap of this so bad. This is like the perfect thing to just put in an awkward edit.
You are the reason behind my beef.
What kind of beef? Pig beef? Pork? Is it gonna be
Beef
ham?
is what's for dinner?
Y'all wrong, don't you know? I only listen to the academy so I can follow in your footsteps. I want to be a great officer someday, like you. Set the bar so high, every single day I had to push harder and harder. I'm an officer today because of you.
So,
Is that true? Really? Really? Gosh, I was wrong about you all this time. In that case, I really am sorry about this. Sorry for what? Murder.
That.
It's a message from H quarters. Going HQ, I'm ready to you. The place is exploding! I've noticed. I laid a trap for you and it's about to blow.
Okay.
That's about time we go. Now finish up what you're saying before this place blows up.
What I was talking about, Celtics, is like, I just feel like, in my opinion, I understand content creators have to make a living. I feel like in some instances, they use the, well, this is my livelihood as an excuse to kind of be jerks in some aspects. You know what I mean? And that's what Phil does. Well, this is my livelihood, so I have to be, critical on blah blah blah. And people discrediting me and blah blah blah. You're hurting my livelihood and stuff. And it's just like you're just using that as an excuse for your own mistakes, your only problems, and all that other stuff. That's what I was talking about. My opinion is like I understand most of the time, content creators, this is their livelihood, and I would be mad too if somebody was screwing up the way I. But don't use it as an excuse for piss. I can talk.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know how I felt from earlier. I was literally dying.
If you're not managing your channel right, and your audience well, don't use that as an excuse. That's what I see happen way too much.
Yeah. Well, it's not just that.
For their stuff, and it's just like, don't do that.
It's not just that, but they also use it as an excuse of like why I'm not doing content on this specific thing because you guys aren't doing enough and stuff like that. Like they're trying to make the viewers feel guilty for stuff that's out of their control.
Yeah, exactly.
And creators that do that, I just not a fan of. Like I get that kind of mentality. It's like, yeah, if something doesn't do well, you have to act that serious. I get it. I mean, I've done that with some videos as well, but I don't blame the fan base and flat out say it's your guys' fault you don't get this, because that's rude.
Take Amber found her shiny.
Nice. What was it again? Shiny Rapidash?
Ponyta.
Oh, it's Ponyta. Okay. Nice. Now evolve that to Rapidash. Now you can ride it.
You caught your shiny Ponyta! Awesome! Oh my god!
3 days working on it.
Yeah, I see what chat's talking about. That one time, the DSP was caught, doing the thing on a camera because he was an idiot. Didn't check to see if he was streaming.
My first legit shiny, though.
He's definitely one of those YouTubers.
Thank you, Iceberg.
Thank you, Iceberg. She's been working really hard trying to get this shiny, because shiny Ponyta is her favorite shiny of all the Pokemon, because it's a blue green horse. So she was really wanting this shiny.
3 days. Switch has been on for 3 days. I need to let it cool down tonight.
Yeah, that was a close call. Everyone made it on one piece. I'm gonna say for reference sake, Shantae, that wasn't a close call because both of us almost died in our streams tonight.
She is an idiot, isn't she?
You got your
Officer Shantae, I'm here. You've done it again. You solved the mystery of the space hooligans and restored order to Sequel Land, minus the explosion and the town's still on fire. And just in the nick of time. The fire department's here.
Okay.
Thanks, but I couldn't done without your help. Now the space hooligans are locked up tight. What would you do now? Retire to a life of rest and relaxation? No way! Cry never rests, and neither do I. In fact, a friend down the gym. Oh, I know who that friend is. Should have a lot of catching up to do. Gotta go see Patty. Till next time, over and out.
So you beat it, finally.
This just makes me wish that there was another Mighty Switch Force game. Like, they got close. They made that Mighty Switch Force Academy thing, but that's not a traditional Switch Force. That's more like a 4-player multiplayer game.
Yeah.
And that's weird because, like, it's so zoomed out, it doesn't work for everyone. I can kind of see that. So yeah, these are some nice credits. We've seen these like multiple streams. I'm just gonna zoom past all that, and hey, look, it's over.
Man, as soon as I caught my shiny, you beat it.
Yep.
I would get Pokemon Let's Go, but Smash would really. Celtics, I do not blame you.
I honestly would pick that over Pokemon. I don't blame you at all.
Blame you either. Honestly, this is I love this game so much. I love Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee. But yeah, I would do Smash over this.
Wait a minute.
Not to say they did bad.
What's the difference between this picture and the last picture? I don't see it right away. I might have to look back because it looks the exact same. Yeah, that was fun. Again, makes me wish that there was a proper sequel now to Switch Force. I got Mighty Switch Force 3. That would be really cool, honestly.
I need to play
it's the one Mighty game they actually reference the most now. There was this one Mighty series on the DSi, but that was dropped after the DSi. No one really played it. Because no one really played DSi games, but that's besides the point. It'd be nice to see, but I'm glad at least we had this here in Shantae. That was fun. I really enjoyed it.
I need to play through the Ultimate Edition here.
I would recommend, if you haven't played the Switch Force games yet either, play those too, because they're really good. They're a great puzzle game. But this was also a really good one too. Like, it was actually pretty. It wasn't as hard of a puzzle, obviously, as the Switch Force series, but that's simply because this is a platformer first. Well, the Switch Force games are puzzle games first instead. So it makes sense, but there was still some puzzling times here. And I like that for that reason. It was a fun time.